Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ba-do, ba-do, ho, ba-do, ba-do, ba 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 ba.
What was that?
Big tuba. Tuba toothpaste. That's how people in the brass section brush their teeth. They use a tuba toothpaste.
Who sounds like a witch now?
I'll get you and your little dog too. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Is that your next ploy? Is you're going to become a witch so you can start stealing dogs?
Warlock. I have to be a warlock. That's how people that do magic lock their house. They use a warlock. Beedle-doo, beedle-ba-ba, boo, 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 boo. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. Groan. Oh, diddly-diddly-doodly-diddly-doo. Yeah, just popping in to say hi and read some books to you and things like that. And I was trying to think of more band jokes, but I can't think of any. Justin says hi, Miss Christie.
Hello.
Oh, we don't get to play. We don't get to play bingo with them. I think this next 2 weeks are canceled. I think or something.
Correct.
That's it. Vic, how are you, buddy? Vic's the fella that I used to do the music show with on C something. Oh, I can't remember. CFNU, I think maybe. I think is it CFNU, Vic? I can't remember. Nothing pays rent in my head. That's for sure.
That was during the summer. Right?
That was during the summertime. We would do. We would pick some songs and do it, and then they had a New Year's Eve show all planned, and then there was some technical difficulties, so they weren't able to do it. So I think they're actually doing it this Thursday. I think. Are you doing your New Year's Eve show this Thursday, bud? I wish I could eat that burger. It looks deep fried. It is deep fried. I don't know if you can get it, Jay, without it being deep fried. It would be a good thing as well. What they're talking about, for those of you who don't know, that Lori over at Chicken Chef on 3770 Portage has made me feel all kinds of awesome. That they named the chicken burger the ABK burger, the Always Be Kind burger, and they have a spicy version, which they're both really delicious. Miss Christie, I forgot to, Lori, I forgot to mention that. So here's what happened. We went and shot some commercials, and then Lori said, "Oh, here I got four of them to take home to see how they last in the trip over." And I forgot that she had made them all spicy. Miss Christie's like, "Oh, that's pretty spicy, feisty. You call it? You're feisty."
It was feisty,
well, Miss Christie, she doesn't like. She doesn't like spicy stuff. It looks like a super huge piece of chicken. It's a 5 ounce. It's a 5 ounce chicken breast. It's pretty big, actually. Miss Christie ate half of the sandwich. I was proud of you.
No, I ate
a bite of it. 2 bites of it.
Did I finish the piece that I cut off?
I think you finished half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was too spicy for you.
Yeah, it was too spicy.
Miss Christie says once in a while, "Oh, this butter is really spicy. This water is kind of spicy. I'm just saying, it's water, a little spicy. This mayonnaise, oh, calm down on the mayonnaise. It's too spicy."
Hashtag truth.
Hot. Are you trying to make me drool? We'll order some up. I gotta wear my. There we go. You know what I gotta do? There we go. Day Hall. Are you trying to make me drool? We'll order some up for the next podcast and do. I'll do the peppermint pills before to tough it out. Jay, let's do that. Let's have let's do a. When can we do one next? That's what I want to say. Albert and Yaz are there. Oh, and he writes drool. Okay, talk about drool.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Yaz, my little buddy Yaz, and Mum Barb and Pop Albert, they brought over, and I don't know what they're called. Do you know what they were called?
He said the name, but it's
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm bad with names.
We only have a 20-minute show, so.
He said. Yeah, no.
You'll have to tell us what they're called. He described them as puff pastry pierogies.
No,
right? No.
Baked kind of like a baked pierogi.
Baked pierogi. Okay. Anyways, they're delicious, and Yaz made me some, and hers were the best. I could tell which ones she made because they tasted the best to me.
Yeah.
They were delicious. Yes, thank you very much. They were really delicious. I don't know what was in them. Onions were in them for sure.
Yeah.
And then
some bacon.
Bacon, I think. Well, it's delicious. 2 Fridays from now, message me after we just got a replacement computer and things will run much smoother. Okay, Jay, give me you know what? I've got attention deficit disorder, so I'll say, yeah, I'll message you, but you message me and we'll do your podcast again. It's awesome. We can talk about it. Well, you saw that one. It's good. Anyways, thank you very much for yes, thank you very much for the yummy treats. I don't know what they're called, so if you could let me know, and then I could say well, you'll write it out there, and I'll mispronounce it. That's what I do. And today, a little bit of a sad day. Hey, my buddy Pete Zedlacker his puppy passed away, and I had some tears. I only met Oliver a couple of times. He was a pug. You can remember him coming into the backyard. So it's too bad. It's sad for Pete. Sending him hugs and love. It's hard when you lose a pet. It's just like losing a family member. I mean, they become a family member for sure, right?
Yeah.
You know, we lost Mojo, and I didn't think I'd be so attached to a cat. No offense to cat lovers, but I'm a dog guy, and I'm getting a little verklempt actually. And then when Mojo passed, I was just a wreck. I was just but it was good. So. Yeah, so a little bit of sad news and happy news too. Today was a beautiful day. I went out for a little bit and then didn't get anywhere near as much done because I couldn't sleep last night. My brain was going, hey, are you trying to sleep? Hey, what's going on? Every time I doze off, my brain would go, oh, hey, let's wake up for a second there, buddy. So, and I would oh my gosh, and I dozed off and I would doze off and and it got really late. It was probably 1 o'clock in the morning, which is late for me to go to bed. And I had to be up at 6 to do a show this morning at 7, right? And oh my gosh, I fell asleep and I went into such a deep sleep and I woke up like, oh my gosh, I got to get up and I've overslept. I had slept for 40 minutes. And then the rest of the time, I kept dreaming that I was awake, which made me feel like I wasn't sleeping at all. So anyway, that was my night, and then I had a little bit of a tough show this morning because I couldn't hear anybody laughing and things like that, but it went really well. And Dino's doing it. Dino Jenkinson's doing it tomorrow, and then Anders is doing it, so it was pretty good. Yasminka's were pea puppies. Okay, well, I like the pea puppies.
That's PEA, Tazz.
Oh.
PEA.
Okay. TMI. Okay, shall we read some books? I guess I'm just talking away because I'm a little amped up about something. And here's something that I wrote here for no reason. It says, laughter is the battery that keeps my inner light glowing.
Yes.
There you go. So that's something I dreamt last night. So we ate some pea puppies.
Yeah, they were the most delicious.
Yeah, they're most delicious pea puppies I've ever had. Am I going the right way? I'm trying to move my chair because we moved everything around a little bit. There we go. Mel Jordan, my sister's watching. Well, we can just end now. No, just kidding. Mel Jordan and the kids. Maybe the kids are watching too. I keep taking my glasses off because they're bugging my nose.
They're not really kids anymore, Tazzy.
They're kids. They're kids.
Well, I don't know.
They're kids.
They're looking
they're
pretty
13.
big in their
I know
pictures.
they're looking. They don't get. They're not older than me all of a sudden. They're still kids. They're still 13 years old. That's a kid. That's a teenager. No, it's a kid. It's a kid. That's a kid.
Maylin has her driver's license.
Maylin has her driver's license. That's true, but
she also
still
acts older than you.
She acts older. So do the 12-year-old kids. Okay, I still laugh like crazy when I fart, don't I? I mean, as and not just because it tickles, but lots of people act older than me. That's not how I gauge children. I'm 53 years old, and if you add those two together and divide by 1.5. That's how old I act.
Yeah.
I can't do the math. 5 plus 3 is 8. Divided by 1.5 is 6. 5. 28. 42. Help.
It's okay. You're here to read books anyways.
What are you amped up about? Oh, I'm just amped up about. I just amped up about some stuff, Barb. I'm just amped up.
That's how we get sometimes. It's part of
Tazz. And I'm hungry. Oh, my stomach's like. Okay. Let's read these two books. Let's read these two ones. Let's read this Fraggle one first. When I was a kid, Fraggle Rock was massively huge. Down in Fraggle Rock. Boom,
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 boom.
boom.
Down in Frag Rock.
Boom, boom, boom. What was the dog's name? Do you remember? I don't remember the older fella's name. The dog's name was it? Oh, what was the dog's name?
It's been so long.
It's been so long. But there was the Doozers, right?
Dozers.
Dozers. Okay.
Yeah. They like to knit.
They like to knit.
Yeah.
You must be a dozer. So here we go. This book is from the Starbucks School Library. Well, I have to return it, I guess. No, we got it at a thrift store. So thank you very much. This one is from sorry. This book is from my brain is just so fast today. I'll take a second. Nope, didn't help. No, it actually did help. Timeless Painting, Dave and Sam and Nick, and it's Ariane's birthday today. It's Air's birthday, so here we go. We're gonna sing Happy Birthday to Air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Air. Happy birthday to you. That's a tuba. It's more louder than a one-ba. Anyways, happy birthday, Air. Wop, wop, wop. Just hands.
Read your book.
Fine. Air Sprocket. That was the name of the dog.
Yes.
That's it. Thanks, Chantal. My name is Fembly Fraggle. Fraggle Rock is my address. I thought you were going to sneeze. And Gobo lives there also. He's my closest friend, I guess. He's always there to help me choose between no and yes. See, Miss Christie does that too. Can I have a puppy?
No.
I choose yes. Gobo's an explorer. He explores things very well. He usually tells us when he's leaving for a spell, but sometimes he just disappears. To where? He doesn't tell.
Sometimes you just need to go for a roam.
This book, by the way, is by Muppet Press, and it is from 1984.
I was 9.
Man, I was 20. No, I wasn't. So, I'm not very good at math today. So no one knows where Gobo goes. We Fraggles often say, yes, no one knows where Gobo goes when Gobo goes away. Now, Moki, Red, and I, one day, were walking underground, when Moki, in her dreamy way, turned to look around. Wembley, do you know, she asked, where Gobo might be found? It's a rhyming book. I like it very much. Sprocket. That's it. When Gloomy Boober wandered up and said, is Gobo here? I simply cannot understand how he can disappear. I hope he's not in trouble deep. Oh gosh, oh, what's more, oh dear. I was 15. Was I 15 in 1967?
84.
84, 67. Oh my gosh, I was 17. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at math. What's typical of Boober, he comes up with things like that. If you're enjoying radishes, he'll say you're getting fat. You know what sounds like Boober most? I don't think you can gain a lot of weight eating radishes.
No, I don't think you could.
Do you like radishes? They're pretty spicy.
I don't.
I remember you eating the banana the other day going, this banana's really spicy.
Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of radishes right when they're really fresh from the garden.
Mm-hmm. They got a nice... You know what really sounds like Boober most? A tuba playing flat.
How many times are we going to mention the tuba?
I don't know. I didn't even know there was a tuba in this book. I just saw the book going, and you went, Fraggle book? I guess I'm going to read that there. When Red says, yes, where's Gobo, Wembley? Don't you even care? I know the trouble's on the way whenever Red is there. Does Red herself bring trouble on? Do Fraggle's tails have hair? I have a thought, Red added. Now, here's what I propose. I think we should all follow him and learn what no one knows. So we'll all dare to come with me and see where Gobo goes? Who will go where Gobo goes? And who will choose to stay? Who will learn where Gobo goes when Gobo goes away? I just assumed she was talking because she's in her. She's got that, remember that ghosty sort of a, who will go where Gobo goes? Down in Fraggle Rock, bum, bum, bum. Well, I was not too pleased with this. Who wants to be a sneak? But still, we are all curious. So later on in the week, we noticed Gobo going off, and we followed for a peek. We followed through a tunnel. We turned when he turned right. We followed close enough behind him, but just staying out of sight, until the tunnel got so dark, it seemed a lot like night. The dark got even darker. Darker still, like the darkest sleep. The dark was very quiet. No Fraggle made a peep. And somewhere near, I thought I heard some caverns crawlies creep. Some caverns crawlies creep. Remember the time you took a breath in? You're like, oh, that's spicy air. Do you remember that? Boober cried, we're lost, we're lost. We haven't traveled round and round. We must be calm, said Moki, for surely we will be found. Then Red said, wait a minute. I think I hear a sound. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? We waited there forever. At least it seemed that long. Then came across the darkness. Gobo's voice came clear and strong. I bet you're lost, he said. But luckily, you're wrong. Stay close to me, and we'll be 5 Fraggles homeward bound. Then Gobo led us left and right. He led us all around. At last the caves got bright, and we were on familiar ground. We never should have followed you. We had no right, I said. Moki nodded once or twice, and Boomer hung his head. Tell me, please, we're on our knees. Where did you go? Said Red. A quiet cave? Guessed Moki. Where the secret river flows? That'd be kind of cool. A cavern? Boober wondered. Where speckled mushroom grows? His hat looks like a mushroom cap, actually.
A little bit.
A little bit. I have a place, said Gobo, but it isn't one of those. I go there when I want to think, what makes a radish grow? Or when I want to count how many things there are to know, or when the world's too fast for me, and I want someplace quite slow. I like to get away from that sometimes too.
Yeah.
But its exact location will have to stay unknown. Like everyone, I need a place. There I can be alone. And if I told you where my place was, it wouldn't be my own. Now, do we know where Gobo goes? What did we really find? I guess we know we sort of got an answer of a kind. We do, but then we don't. I can never make up my mind. Oh, that sounds like me quite a bit right there. So no one knows where Gobo goes. You still hear Fraggle say, and no one knows where Gobo goes when Gobo goes away. Yes, no one knows, and I suppose that's how it's bound to stay. I'm glad they didn't find out where Gobo goes.
Me too.
Right, because, I mean, I have places where I go. Sometimes if I just go for a drive, just because sometimes the world feels so busy and so noisy and so much, right? And you like your quiet as much.
I like my quiet a lot more than most people like.
Oh yeah, you're like the quiet. That's why you put in earplugs all the time. But no, I mean, and in all seriousness, it's okay if you need alone time. People shouldn't make you ever feel bad about needing alone time. And alone time is good. It's how you reset your batteries. It's how you clear your mind. It's even just walking in quietness or walking amongst trees or something like that. It's almost like it's a type of meditation, really.
Yep.
It's really good. So yeah.
Just as long as your parents know.
Well,
where you
exactly.
are,
You
if
can't go anywhere.
Until the age of 18.
Yeah, if you always need to know. Your parents always need to know where you are, all right, or be able to get a hold of you and things like that. So of course, don't going out. I always forget that I should mention that. Don't go out and do things without asking your parents' permission. That's not good at all.
You can, however, sing the Fraggle song with me. Chase your fears away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down a Fraggle Rock. Down a Fraggle Rock.
I just all I know is this. Another day. Down a Fraggle Rock. That's all I remember.
That's enough.
That's enough. That's a singing Fraggle Rock song there.
Yes.
Down the Fraggle Rock, bing, 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 down the Fraggle
It was
Rock.
on a constant loop through the whole book.
Oh, really? I couldn't even remember.
It'll probably be on a constant loop for the next 6 days.
Oh, I can help you with that. Mana, doo, 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 doo. Mana, doo, 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 doo. Mana, doo, 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 doo. Ma, ma, na, na, ma, 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 na, 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 ma, ma, na, ma, ma, na, na. Mana, doo, 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 doo. If that doesn't help, you go, they put the lime in the coconut. And there you go. That'll get it out of your head. Okay, we're going to put that over here. That's our book. That's the one we get to keep. Now I'm going to read a book that Miss Christie thinks is going to be pretty awesome. It's called Come a Tide. And we got this at the same thrift store. So thanks again to Dave and Sam and Air and Nick for this. This book is an older book for sure. This book was written by George L. Lyon and pictures by Stephen Gammell. By Orchard Books, and this book was written in. This book was doesn't say a year. Should say a year. Well, it's from the Winnipeg Library, and it was pulled out in 1991, so it might be around there somewhere else. Here we go. Last March, it snowed, and then it rained for 4 days and nights. Do you have the dishwasher going?
Yes.
Because I just said rain for 4 days and nights, and then I heard a whole bunch of water. It come a tide, my grandma said. It come a tide. It'll come a tide. Sorry, it'll come a tide. And sure enough, when all the creeks rushed down to the river, the kinfolks coming home, it did. Oh, what a great line. Like kinfolks coming home.
Yeah, I think you're going to love the poetry in this book.
The pictures are pretty awesome, too.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
It washed away little naked gardens on Clover Fork, pigs and chickens on Martin's Fork, and the whole front porch on Poor Fork. Oh my gosh.
Look at those little pigs. Look at that little belly button right there.
That kind of looks like me taking a bath. Albert's like, oh, come on. Okay, I can put it all up. We stood on our bridge and we watched them swirl by. Ooey, ooey, cried the pigs. The river nudged the bridge bottom, but we boasted, it won't flood us. But we left our radios crackling that night when we went to sleep. Guess if they're going to have some sort of you used to leave your radios on and they would do a broadcast emergency thing. This was just a test. Had this been an actual emergency? The warning whistle didn't have to blow twice. Cloudburst, the radio said. Wall of water coming down. In 5 minutes, we jumped in our clothes and were outside, headed for the truck.
It's good emergency response right there.
That is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fireman fast.
That is really fast.
Did you hear the whistle? Do you want to go with us? Mama called to our neighbor, Miss Mac. Joe won't go till he finds his teeth, so I put a pot of coffee on.
That's not such a good emergency response.
No.
Sometimes you gotta leave without your teeth.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You need teeth. Because how would you know how cold it is if you didn't have teeth? You can go like that without any teeth. Did you hear the whistle? You want to go with us? Mama called to the canes across the street. Can't catch Donald, John yelled back. Well, that's a duck, Mom hollered. John's got to say one thing that swims. Don't stall on our account. I got to get the duck. Well, the duck is...
Duck will be okay.
Yeah, first of all, he can swim, and he's got the gift of flight, right?
Duck will be okay.
Duck will be okay. Did you hear the whistle? Do you want to come with us? Mama called Papa Bill next door. I heard it, honey, but I got me a boat, and I'm aiming to find the oars.
Well, that's not a bad plan.
No?
Yeah.
It's when he wants to get two of every animal in, that's when you get a little bit nervous.
It looks like he's got lots of stuff
He's got lots of stuff in his boat, yeah. He's got his banjo.
Most importantly, he does have his dog.
He's got his dog, yep. Rain came down like curtains as we drove up Grandma's hill. That's a good picture, too. She fed us warmed-over biscuits and coffee stout as a post, and then sent us to bed. Oh, they went to Grandma's house because she lived way up on the hill. I got it, no.
Yeah, up where it's safe.
Up where it's safe, yep. And when light flooded in, I was asleep, and Daddy went out scouting. Probably looking for damage.
Yep.
Yep. Water up to the piano keys, but the house is solid. What do we do now? Well, if it was me, said Grandma, I'd make friends with a shovel. What a great line. Well, if it was me, I'd make friends with a shovel. It's her way of saying there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
Bonk. And we did. The Macs, the Canes, Papa Bill. Next day, everybody was shoveling. Soggy furniture and mud-mapped rugs made mountains in front of each house. Water up to the piano keys, but she's solid. It got us this time, we had to admit. Taking lunch to the rescue wagon. But we dug and we hauled and we scrubbed and we called to find our buried treasure. And to find everything in the house there and everything around. A lot of mud. Now, we'll be fine, except in the spring, when the snow and the rain come together. We'll hold our breath and hope Grandma doesn't say, "Children, it'll come a tide."
Grandma's got some wisdom. She knows what's happening.
That's it. That's why we should have a book. It was a charming book. I like that book very much. Well, we should get a puppy.
No.
I'm just telling you right now, if we got a puppy, they run boats,
No.
right? They help with boats. They do. They have dog paddles.
No.
Anyways, been talking a long time to you. So here we go. We're going to just end the night off. Please make sure that you take the time to always be kind, because it's in a world where you can choose to be anything that you want. Always choose to be kind. Thank you much for letting me read to you and let me talk to you and expel some of my energy. Miss Christie likes that too, so that she doesn't have to hear me yatter, yatter, yatter as much tonight. Good night, Miss Yaz, and good night, Justin, and everybody else that is there. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. May your dreams be silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Good night, Barb. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I and everybody. And I will talk to you tomorrow when I tell you what my new puppy's name is, because we're going to get a pup. She said, maybe. I'm puppy, puppy, puppy.